What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got special guest Big Mike in the house.
Got my wallet this time.
But it's opening day of trapping season, so we're gonna get some steel in the ground. Probably not gonna do a ton today just because it rained last night and the ground's still wet and I didn't do any wax dirt or any of that, so I'm gonna at least let it dry out a little bit before I go gung-ho. But we're down south at the farms that we hunt for the week, so I'm gonna try and at least catch a few coyotes and maybe get lucky and catch a couple of cats. So just pulled up to the first spot. It's just a long 2-track road between 2 fields, and we're at the corner of it where it kind of butts up to some timber and some CRP. So gonna make at least 1 or 2 sets here and then we'll move on, but I'll kind of show you guys. And it's kind of windy out, so I'll try and do most of the talking in the truck. But we've got the big timber here, and then you can see this 2-track road comes down here along the edge of the field and then goes back behind me in between 2 soybean fields. So it's kind of a T intersection here. Almost like a 4-way intersection with the CRP. So good spot. Should be able to pick up a coyote here, but let's get the trap in the ground. All right, just got the bed dug out. Set the anchor. I brought some dry dirt just from a barn, so we'll use that to bed with, keep it from freezing up. All right, that's the finished set. You see, real level to the ground, just on this little 2-track road along the soybeans and timber here. And I'm just gonna do 2 dirt holes right up in there. So let's get those dirt holes put in and some bait and lure. Alright. We're gonna throw some Kathmandu in there for our lure, maybe. So I just throw a lure down one hole and bait down the other hole. There goes the lure. I just picked this up. Blue Valley. We'll try on this first one. It's pretty potent. Just to spice it up a little. That's it. That is done. Just rolled up to the second spot here. You can see we've got a big line of timber that runs east and west here, and then it's right on the edge of this. It's a cut soybean field, but there's CRP that goes up and around it, so it's a good pinch point. Anything coming up here is going to come around the end of this finger, and then there's also a good travel spot. You can't really see it on the camera, but straight across there's another finger, so they cut right across this field. So right here in this corner should be a pretty prime spot. Had a bobcat here before, and several coyotes, and also several raccoons, so we'll see what happens. But we're gonna get one set here, probably just do it right here on the edge of this trail, use that tall tuft of grass right there for backing. So let's get after it. Right in the mouth.
Leave a comment below if you want to see him get his fingers cut off doing the next one. I can make it happen. Send you guys money.
Honestly, like, I don't even have very many views on my trapping videos, but I've gotten a lot of hate for it. These things do not hurt the animals. Like, it's not, it just holds them in place. There's no pain there.
Hashtag PETA. Hashtag suck it.
Still using cupcake wrappers for my pan covers. They sound really noisy right now, but after they're in the ground for a couple hours, they soak up all the moisture, and then they're just super quiet, limber. And they work really good. find your pan right there in the middle, press everything down, make sure it's bedded firm, because if a coyote steps right here, you don't want your trap to be wiggling. They'll feel that right away. And then I try and usually make my pan like the lowest spot in the trap bed. For some reason, they just feel comfortable stepping on the lowest spot. Don't ask me why, but it's worked, so I'm not going to change it. Then basically we'll just use all this for backing, a little bit of guiding, get our dirt holes in. Let me show you what it looks like before I blend it in. This is kind of the setup I've got. So I've got 2 dirt holes, one here, one there, and they're both coming out at an angle towards the center of the trap. So the center of the trap's right here. I go about 9 inches, which is the width of my hand here, to the dirt holes. And that seems to work for me for coyotes. Caught quite a few over the years, so but let's get the lure, bait, and then we'll do a little bit of blending. And you don't want to wear the gloves that you wear when you're setting, when you're handling the bait and lure.
Where's that?
Because then you get that scent on your trap and they'll dig you out every time. So I usually just do my bait and lure barehanded. So far hasn't been too much of a problem. Try a little different lure this time. Haw breakers. Coyote number 500. It's from last year, so I'll stir it up real good. And this is more of a liquid lure, so let her soak into this stick. Put that right down hole number 1. Cavens, Minnesota brand. Nice and juicy. More of a mild smell. It's definitely not a long call bait. Get a good chunk in there. Down hole number 2. Bobcat urine. Let me blend that first before I set this backer up real good. I'm going to use it as a guide. So I want the coyotes or cats to either come in from right here or from over here. And so I'll just take a little bit of grass and leaves. Sticks or rocks. Just make them feel comfortable, kind of leave the center of that pan open. It just looks like either a rodent was digging there or something buried some food there. Give her a little dab of Bobcat. Okay, just pulled up to our third spot. In this spot there's a fence line, and then the soybean field, and there's timber on that end, and there's timber right behind us. So both the coyotes and the cats run this fence line like crazy. You're supposed to have westerly wind, either northwest, southwest, west, pretty much all week. So I'm going to set on the west side of this 2-track. Usually they'll take the path of least resistance. They'll walk right down the trail, and so I should be able to catch them there. And I might even take like a lure or something, put it on the opposite side of the trail just in case they are over there. It'll be able to stop them if they're walking on the field edge or whatever. And then they'll do some looking around, they'll find the traps. So let's get this set made. It'll pretty much be the same as the last 2 sets. I'm just gonna run a dirt hole here, so I'll show you the set once we get it done. All right, I'll show you this finished set quick, and I brought a little special surprise. So here's the set. Another double dirt hole, just with the grass fodder backer. And if you shoot a turkey and you pluck it, save the feathers. They're awesome call, cats. You'll see those things a long ways away. Smell them. That's a rat. We got Big Mike, trapper in training. Is this gonna be your first trap you've ever set?
I'm just an apprentice.
So we've got a trail that comes through this fence line. There's a big trail that goes all the way through that CRP field, and the fence line runs both ways. We just got done setting that other trap on the opposite end of this fence line. But we're gonna do 2 sets here, 1 on each side of this trail. You don't want to go too big. You want it to be about the size of the trap. Otherwise it gets hard to bed them solid. All right, we just finished this double set. Mike's very first trap set. Looks pretty good. He blended it real good. And we also got the turkey feathers out. Again, this is a really good cat area. And then here's my set. Not quite blended as good, but lots of feathers. And sometimes I blend them real good. Sometimes I like to leave them where it looks like something's been digging there, you know, just a dirt pile. So we'll see which one makes a catch. Hopefully both of them do tonight. But let's move on. I'd like to get probably 2, 3, 4 more set today and then call it a day. Okay, sorry for the wind. 5th set. 1, 2, yeah, 5th set. And we're gonna do 1 more after this and then call it a day. Go grab some lunch and get ready for the evening deer hunt. But this set is on it's on the edge of a cut soybean field, big terrace, runs all the way down there. And then on this side we've got a big timber, and then just across the road there's a big timber over there. But you can see I did a little bit of guiding on this set. I also made a little step over stick, a little soybean stalk. I've caught, I think, 3 or 4 coyotes from this spot, so it's been pretty good over the years, and I think it'll be just as good this year. We'll see how, if they kind of shy away from that guiding, after a couple days we'll probably go pull some out, but we'll try and guide them right in there to begin with. So it's opening day, they haven't been trapped this year, and there's a lot of pups around. So let's move on to the next spot, which will be the last for today, and we'll see what we can catch tomorrow morning. All right, made it over. We just got wrapped up with set 6 and 7. Kind of did a double set here, so I've got one set right here and then one set back there. But what it is, big long draw runs east and west, and then a big long draw that runs north and south. So we got this set on the south side of the bean stubble, and then this set over here, basically just on the corner of the main trail that comes out of this draw. Added some extra eye appeal here, threw down some more turkey feathers, and the very first bobcat that I ever caught was right here in this spot, so hopefully we can do that again. The extra eye appeal should definitely draw the cats in. But that's going to wrap up this trapping video. Tomorrow, after our morning hunt, we'll go set some more traps and then do a trap check. So stay tuned for that video, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.